Good morning, students. Am I audible? Okay. So today we'll discuss with the topic ready mix concrete. Okay. If my voice cracks in between the class, let me know. Okay. And you may hear some background noises, so please ignore. Okay. Students came 24. Okay. Let's start our class and ask everyone to join by 9:30. Okay. So today we'll discuss about ready mix concrete. So as the name says, ready mix, the mix is already made in the factory and it is transported to the site. Okay, let me visit the slideshow version. Screen is visible, I guess, right? My screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is the basically ready mix plant. A average delivery, aggregate delivery. First, they deliver the aggregate, then aggregate receiving. B is this A. This is the aggregate receiving hopper. C is the aggregate storage. D is the conveyor belt. This is the belt. The aggregate. This is the storage part. This is the aggregate delivered by ship or you can say by truck. So this is the aggregate receiving hopper. From here, aggregate is transported to here. This is the D is the conveyor belt. E is the cementitious material storage. So this E here cement is stored. Okay. F is these are the cementitious material. You can store in E both E. These are the you can say chamber or storage chamber. Now F is the weigh hopper. Now this F it weighs this is the F it weighing hopper. G is the cement delivery. Where is the G? G, find out. Are you able to see the G? H is the mixer. This is the mixer. I is the admixture. Admixtures are stored in I. J is the ready mix truck with return concrete. So then K is the recycled water. L is the reclaim aggregate. M is the pump. Where is So basically, this is an example of ready mix plant. Okay, so please mute yourself. So this is the basically a plant where your aggregate has been aggregate cementitious metal admixtures are mixed in a big chamber, and then it will be placed to then it will transfer to these transit trucks, and it get and these trucks used to go to the sites where RMC is required. The short form of ready mix concrete is known as RMC. Okay. Now, basically, it is a ready-mix concrete is a ready-to-use material with predetermined mixture of cement, sand, aggregate, and water. So you first determine how much. Suppose you have been asked to give a concrete of 1 ton. Okay, just remember 1 ton. When you need a very large amount of concrete, then only RMC is generally preferred. Okay, so suppose for 1 ton you have to calculate how much cement, how much sand, how much aggregate and water will be required. So you first calculate, then based on that you if the manual if the system is manual, then you handle the manually, and if the system the whole plant is automatically, you just have to insert the values, then it will take that amount in a, big chamber, it will mix and it will transport. Okay. It is ready mix concrete is concrete whose components are proportioned away from the construction site for delivery to the construction site by the truck in a ready to use conditions. Clear? Very simple language. Now IS 4926. This code has been discussed about the RMC. Okay. Transport of concrete. The purchaser should plan his arrangement so as to enable a full load of concrete to be discharged within 30 minutes of arrival on site. Please mute yourself. It creates. Okay. So the owner or the purchaser who is purchasing those RMC, he has to make arrangements so that the concrete, if the transit mixer has arrived at 1 p.m., so within 30 minutes all the RMC should be transferred to the sites. Otherwise, it will set. Basically, they in RMC they used to use they used to add some plasticizers. They used to use add some plasticizers, so which increases its initial setting time. Okay. Now time in transport, they're talking about the same thing I discussed now. The general requirement is that concrete shall be discharged from the truck mixer within 2 hours of the time loading. Okay. The time of loading shall start from adding the mixing water to the dry mix of cement and aggregate, or of adding the cement to the wet aggregate, whichever is applicable. So your time starts when uh, you add the adding the mixing water to the dry mix, or you add the mix to the wet aggregate. So whichever is applicable, that your time starts from that. And the general requirement is that concrete shall be discharged from the truck mixture within 2 hours of the time loading. And time loading starts when you add the dry mix to the cement, you add the water to the dry mix, or you mix the dry mix to the wet aggregate, whichever is applicable. Okay, as per IS 4926. uh, these are the sampling and testing. In IS 456 all the topics has been discussed. You can go through IS 4926. Sampling and testing of ready mix concrete. Information to be supplied by the purchaser, information to be supplied by the producer, production and delivery, quality control, order processing, training, material testing requirements. All these topics has been discussed in IS 4926. You can go through this topic if you want. Okay, so let's move to the now. What is the need? What is the need for RMC? So need is requirements for higher grade of concrete. Suppose you need M60, M100. So for those higher grade, you have to go with for RMC. When you need to when you need higher grades of concrete in the site in your site. Now correct accountability ingredients. So when you do the manual mixings, you may your the ingredients may be some. Suppose water may be water, you can add water more, or maybe you forgot about the cement bags you have added, so you may have added more cement bags. The proportion won't be correct in manual processing. So correct accountability ingredients, rapid development of infrastructure industry, increased demand of. See, 1 ton of concrete is not a small deal. If you see the construction of a slab, it the simple slab in manually they use that drum, right? It takes the whole day. But if you have because the main thing is concrete mixing, right? They used to make small batches of concrete. If the concrete is available to you, you just have to cast it, and it won't take much time. So basically, rapid development of this helps in rapid development of infrastructure industry. You can cast 2 to 3 slabs in a day with the help of RMC. Okay. Now increased demand of concrete, possibility of manufacture of desired grades, Mega project demands higher output, timely supply of reliable concrete, better quality concrete is produced. So it is assumed or not assumed, it is believed that better we with RMC we used to get better quality of concrete. Elimination of storage space for basic materials at site. Yes. See, before construction, before casting a slab, casting a column, or casting a beam, you have to storage all the materials, right? And in storage, you need space, and sometimes some concrete bags used to get damaged also. So these problems will be eliminated from this part. Then elimination of procurement oblique hiring of plant and machinery. Obviously, this part will be reduced. Wastage of basic material is avoided. Yes, so these are the basic needs for why we go for RMC. Now, this is one of the plant shown here. The increasing availability of special transport vehicles supplied by the new and fast growing automobile industry played a positive role in the development of RMC industry. So see, vehicle plays an important role. If those vehicles won't go to the site on time, then how you can use that concrete? It will harden, right? So the vehicle plays an important role. So what are the basically raw materials? Raw materials, water, additives or admixtures. We use this to increase the setting time, cement, aggregates and air. It will be there. Air will be there. You don't need to provide extra air. Air will be there. So basically water, additives or you can say admixtures, cement and aggregate. Now what are the admixtures you can use? Air entraining admixtures, mainly used in concrete exposed to freezing. Water reducing admixtures, plasticizers, to reduce the dosage of water while maintaining the workability. So suppose if there is the water quantity slight increases, so if you use this admixture, they will absorb the extra water. Retarding admixtures, mainly used in hot weather to retard the reaction of hydration. Accelerating admixtures, mainly used in cold weather to accelerate the reaction of hydration. Superplasticizer or high range water reducer, significantly reduce the dosage of water while maintaining the workability. And the last is miscellaneous admixtures such as corrosion inhibiting, shrinkage reducing, coloring, pumping, etc. So these are the different. Yes. Aggregate means both fine and coarse aggregate. So these are the different admixtures RMC plants used based on the conditions, whether in hot weather, cold weather, and based on how far you have to transport the material. Based on that, these are the different admixtures RMC plant used to use. So one more admixture is the fly ash. It is a byproduct from coal-fired electricity generating power plants. So basically thermal power plants generate fly ash. It is generally used in concrete in the following ways: as partial replacement of cement, as partial replacement for sand, as simultaneous replacement for both cement and sand. So some plants use fly ash for, suppose you need 100% of cement, so you can add 60% of cement and 40% of fly ash also. Fly ash is cheaply available. It is free actually. If you go to the thermal plant, they will give you fly ash for free. And many of senior students have done projects on fly ash. They tried to replace cement, not completely, partially. They cannot replace completely cement. So they have replaced the cement partially, like if we use 100% cement, so they have used 60% of cement and 40% of fly ash. Okay, so you can also use fly ash in RMC. Basically RMC use fly ash, some amount of fly ash in concrete. Okay, and sometimes it also used for replacement of sand. So just remember, I'm using a word partial. That means you cannot replace the whole sand, you are replacing a some amount. Okay, so this is a figure of fly ash. It's like ash, you can say. The water, the pH value of water should be in between 6 to 8 according to IS 456 2000. So the for ready mix concrete, the pH value of water should be between 6 to 8 as per IS 456. Basically, your water should be very clear. Okay, you have to use good water for mixing. Now rice husk or hull ash, you can say RHA. Today rice is grown and harvested on every continent except Antarctica. The majority of all rices is produced in India, China, Japan, Indonesia, and all these countries. More than 550 million tons of rice is produced annually around the globe. That rice husks are used in RMC to increase the strength. So rice husk you can use also to increase the strength of concrete. Again, your seniors also have done many projects are going on this to increase the strength of concrete. See, cement is costing very too much, right? So people are trying to invent people are doing research, how can you replace a small amount of cement that it will cost you cheaper. So you can use fly ash. So some use rice husk also. Rice husk also gives its, because rice husk is a kind of fiber. Okay, it gives strength. So RMC plants also use rice husk also, some RMC plants, to increase the strength of the concrete. Now, what are the equipments required? Storage of materials, various silos, containers and bins will be required. Batching arrangement. Batching means where you mixing. Measuring and recording equipment. How you will need some how much time weight it concrete we got, you have to, and recording equipment you will require. Mixing equipment, control system, electrical, hydraulic and pneumatic drivers, conveying systems, belts, screws and conveyors. So the basic these are the equipments required in a ready mix concrete plant. So basically this is a flow diagram. Coarse aggregate 10 mm down, fine aggregate 1, 2. This is the sip bucket. Coarse aggregate 20 mm down. Again, all are see here aggregates are arranged in a one bucket. Okay. Now cement, water tank, and this is, let me add us. What is the time? Okay, let me add a student. Okay. So this is a different storage tank, water tank and admixture tank. Basically aggregates are separated and they were these are coarse aggregate. If you need coarse aggregate 10, they used to take this 10 aggregate. Then if you need 20 mm down, they used to take from here. And the fine aggregate it also classified. So which fine aggregate you need. So based on that, that is stored here as per weight. Cement is used to weight. This is the cement weighing hopper. All are mixed in a mixer. Then microprocessor based weighing and control system. So in this, the proportionate weighing all the ingredients, the required weight of all the ingredients is mixed in a mixer. And this is the ready mix concrete discharge into transit mixer to transport to construction site. Fresh concrete sample taken for, yes, very important thing. Before the mixture is transported to the transit mixer, samples were taken out and those samples were tested. Okay. In site also, when you cast, this is a thumb rule. You take some compressive strength test, right? We discussed in the last class about the compressive strength. So this is very important. You take out some portion and used to cast some cubes. Okay, and you cured it for 7, 14 and 28 days, and you used to see the basically the strength, How will you know how much strength a concrete is giving us? By testing, obviously. So you, what you do, you fresh concrete sample taken out for testing. Okay, the compressive strength the strength method used to we used to do. So hope this is clear. So ready mix concrete batching. Batching plants are classified as manual, semi-automatic, or fully automatic. Okay. Transportation. While transporting concrete to a site, the cement mixture never stops. It revolving at a speed of 2 to 6 rotations per minute. So when it has concrete, it starts to rotate. Okay, if it don't rotate, so it will it will set, right? So basically it used to mixing the mixing the machine. So it starts to rotate till it reaches the site. So this is an example of transit mixer. Now after producing ready mix concrete, utmost care must be given to the quality of concrete during transportation to the site. These are the following factors for transportation should be kept in mind. Number one is travel distance. Since the concrete setting time is very much related to the time, so time distance between loading and pouring is very much important. Large travel time may hamper the quality of concrete. So you have to this is one of the factor you should take care in mind. Transit mixers. These are the vehicles which carry ready-mix concrete from batching plant to site. So every transit mixer should be in good condition and tested before carrying. So suppose you are going the transit mixer is taking the concrete to the site, but in between it stops rotating. So it will lead to it will hamper the strength of the concrete. Okay. Weather condition, obviously, as a tropical country, weather is a considerable factor for transportation of ready mix concrete. Mainly in summer season, ready mix concrete should be transported with caution. So this is the one example of transit mixer plant. Now mixing process. Thorough mixing of the mixing of the materials is essential for the production of uniform concrete. The mixing should ensure that the mass becomes homogeneous, uniform in color and consistency. Following are the three types of mixing process of RMC. Transit mixed, you can mix in tract, shrink mix concrete or central mix concrete. You can see this is the mixing plant. All the materials are coming to this plant and it gets mixed here. Mixed concrete, truck mix concrete. In trucks made concrete, it can be delivered to the point of placement to the construction site in truck-mounted rotating drum mixtures. Truck mixtures have a revolving drum with the axis inclined to the horizontal. Inside the shell of the mixer drum are a pair of blades or fins that wrap in a helical configuration from the head to the opening of the drum. The concrete is loaded and mixed. It is normally hauled to the job site with the drum turning at a speed of less than 2 rpm. Now needs to be specified for consumer panel. So if you are a consumer, if you have ordered the RMC, you should be you have to be specific about the about various things. Number one is the character string or grade. Which grade concrete you required? Suppose you need M15. Sorry, M15 is not. Suppose you need M30 or you suppose you need M40. So you have to be specified at first before ordering what grade of concrete you are required. Now target, you can also give them target workability or slump in required at the site. Okay, these are the requirements basically you can give to the RMC. Based on that they will ready your concrete. Now exposure conditions for durability requirements is maximum water to cement ratio, minimum cement content, maximum aggregate size, type of cement, mineral admixture and its proportion. So you can give directions to RMC plant manager that we need these are our requirements By using these are our conditions. You have to make our the concrete based on these criteria. Okay. Now you can check calibration of all measuring devices and their accuracy. You can check at the site. Mode of operation of plant should preferably full automatically and not manual. So these days full automatically are good, because in manual also you may press the that handle that suppose handle is that, suppose you have allowed cement to the mixing plant, so you have forgot to stop that button, but cement is going and going. Understood or not? Suppose you have allowed in manual plant, suppose you have allowed cement to pass to the mixing bucket, and after suppose you have to allow 50 kg cement, but you have allowed the 50 kg cement, but you forgot to stop the stop that mixing you can say mixing that container, and again the cement is coming to the mixing bucket, so now it has come to 55 kg. So in manual these are the small mistakes used to happen. So basically fully automatically are good. Quality of materials proposed to be used, you can check. Adequacy of quantity of materials used. Now this is an example. This might be a consumer. He is expecting all the inspecting all the all the parts of the plant, you can say. Now basically what are the merits? We'll see about what are the merits and demerits of RMC. Basically merits are better quality concrete is produced, elimination of storage space for basic materials at site, elimination of hiring plant and machinery, wastage of basic materials is avoided, labor associated with production of concrete is eliminated. Yes. Suppose when you cast a slab, you may need 50 60 workers. Some workers will make the concrete, some will transport the concrete to the place, and some will cast. So here the laborers who were making the concrete and transporting the concrete will be avoided. Only those work laborers will be required, though those who will place the concrete and cast it. Okay. Time required is greatly reduced, yes, as I discussed earlier. Noise and dust pollution at site is reduced. Exactly. When less people will be there, less noise will be there. No wastage at site and environment friendly. So these are the basically merits of RMC. Now let's move to the demerits of RMC. Need huge initial investment. Yes, you have to pay. See, RMC plan won't give you a small batch. Okay, it will give you service when you need a large amount of concrete. So initial investment is more, not affordable for small projects where you need small quantity of concrete. Needs effective transportation system from RMC to site. Traffic jam or failure of vehicle creates problem if proper dose of admixture is not given. If you have not, if RMC plant has not given proper admixtures, and if there is traffic jam, so there will be some issues, or it will hamper the strength of concrete. Labor should be ready on site to cast the concrete in position to vibrate it and compact it. So labor should be in ready, so that it when it reaches to the site, they directly start pouring it and compact it. Concrete's limited time span between mixing and going off means that ready mix should be placed within 90 minutes of batching at the plant. So the time when the concrete was mixed at the RMC, from that time to placing to the transportation time plus placing the concrete to the site should not be more than 90 minutes. The material are batched, so time is the main factor in RMC. You have to reduce that. The materials are batched at a central plant, and the mixing begins at the plant. The materials are batched at a central plant, and the mixing begins at the plant. I might have Lost or changed. Okay, let's move to the next. Generation of additional road traffic. Furthermore, access roads and site access have to be able to carry the weight of the truck and load. Suppose you have three roads to reach the site. One has a lot of traffic, so other two roads should able to carry the load of the truck, because suppose vehicle has its own load, plus suppose you have ordered for 1 ton concrete, so you have the pathway to the site, the road to the site should be able to carry the whole load. Suppose that road may not able to carry that load, and it got those big holes. So again, the time of reaching to the site will increase. Okay. Concrete's limited time span between mixing and going off. Yes, basically the time is the main factor. Okay, the main demerits of RMC is the time. Major concreting projects. Okay, scope is basically where RMC are being used, or in future also you can use. So major concreting projects like dams, roads, bridge, tunnels, canals, etc. For concreting in congested areas where storage of material is not possible. Okay, then sites where intensity of traffic makes problem, when supervisor and labor staff is less, to reduce the time required for construction, etc. Huge industrial and residential project. Now this is a one basic, you can say, difference between RMC and site mix concrete. Consistent quality. Concrete is made in high-tech batching plants in a computerized environment if you go for RMC. And if you go for a site mix, quality is inconsistent because concrete is hand mixed. Construction is quick time double quick time. Manual mixing is time consuming. Projects take longer time to finish. Raw materials are chosen after strict quality checks. So after strict quality in plants, first the raw materials are quality checked, then they are poured in the mixing plant, or you can say batching storage. Quality of raw materials is manually checked or not checked at all. Yes, sometimes in that side they don't check the quality of raw material, they just pour it. Large quantities of concrete can be ordered. This allows you to upgrade yourself and handle projects of any size. Takes more time. Repeated mixing needs to be done for large quantity, as the mixer will be too small to handle the requirement. Yes, the small drum, how much concrete it will give at a time. So it takes, by repeated mixing, your time gets increases. Here it at a one go, it will give you a large amount of concrete. No wastage of raw materials at your site. Everything is pre-mixed at our plants based on your needs. High wastage of raw materials due to manual mixing. So basically these are the differences. Okay, we have three more. No hassle of managing labor on site. Yes, this is a very headache process. I have been to this. I was involved in G+4 residential building. There we used RMC. We used manual mixing for first slab. Then it was very chaos. We started our casting at 10 a.m. and it was ended at 2 p.m. It was a long slab. It was 4,000 square feet, but it took time. But when we for the next three slab we used RMC, the project finished in the evening itself. So this is, and managing labor is very headache at site. Yes, this is the one advantage of RMC. Less people, less headache. So we supply ready to use concrete. Our well equipped technical crew will handle the pouring and patching of concrete at the site. So there people they will send some 2 to 3 people. They will guide you how to place and all. Okay, they will help you. Involve the use of laborers for mixing the concrete on site. Management of labor means more time, efforts, and money. Yes, you have to pay money to those laborers also. So that will be reduced. Safe work practices, no disruption in your schedule. Yes, the if you have managed a schedule in project management, right? Obviously, when you are in a project, or you're constructing a project, you schedule everything. Okay, that from this to this time we will cast this, then this to this month we'll do this. So there won't be a schedule. Suppose highly unsafe, unskilled, and untrained laborers may work carelessly, resulting in dangerous working conditions. Okay, so it may lead to a larger time. You don't have to stock materials and watch over them. There is no worry to pilferage. Risk of pilferage of raw materials is high. That means in at some places there is a people used to, there are thieves used to take out all the raw materials from the site. So this will be reduced in this case. Okay. So basically this is the RMC side. This is the your, you can say, present manual site mixing. Consistent quality. Concrete is made in high-tech batching plants in a computerized environment. Quality is inconsistent because concrete is hand mixed. This is construction in double quick time. Manual mixing. See, one by one people are going to the site. Here a pump will reach to the position and it will pump out. Okay. Yes, you don't have to stock. They will just give you the concrete as required. Raw materials are chosen on stick. Quality of raw materials is manually checked or not checked at all. Large quantities can be ordered. Here a small concrete will be made in small amount. High wastage of raw materials due to manual mixing. There is no manual mixing and there is no wastage. No hassle of managing labors. Here you have to manage the labors. You have to guide them, do this and all. Safe work practice, no disruption in your schedule. Highly unsafe, unskilled and untrained laborers may lead to work carelessly. Now these are the some advantages: quality assurance, elimination of manual errors, mass production of concrete possible, water cement ratio maintained, reduced material wastage, labor costs saved, design mix as per IS standards resulting in standard deviation and improved characteristics. In the next class, we'll study about design mix also. Okay. Now basically these are the advantages, sorry, disadvantages also. We have gone through these points earlier. So that's all for today's class. Any doubts? Okay. So you can give your attendance and can okay, I'll let you know. All if you have any doubts, you can put, or otherwise you can write your roll numbers in the chat box. Those who wrote their roll number, they can leave.